Hello everyone and welcome back to art. Today we're going to be learning about an artist who uses texture really well in her artworks. Then we're going to create a drawing inside of our art notebooks. Let's go learn and create. Amy Sherald was born in Columbus, Georgia in 1973 and now lives in Baltimore, Maryland. Amy Sherald documents contemporary African American experiences in the United States through otherworldly portraits. She uses grayscale to depict her subjects and uses bright colors for the fabrics. The clothes that the people are wearing are full of texture. Are these real textures or implied textures? What textures do you see in this portrait? Let's take a closer look at one of Sherald's paintings. This is called Pilgrimage of the Chameleon. It was created in 2016. This painting has a lot of implied texture. Look at the person's hair. What texture does the hair have? Now, look at the balloons that he is holding. What textures are seen on them? Lastly, let's look at the clothes. What textures is the person wearing? Once you have all your supplies, art notebook, colors, pencil, eraser, we are ready to start. Open your books to a blank page in your art notebook. And at the top, we are going to write Amy Sherald. So it's AMYSHERALD. Amy Sherald. Now what we are going to do, just like how Amy Sherald created all these great textures on her clothes and her portraits, what we're going to do is we're going to do something just a little different. We're going to be doing different textures on Among Us characters. Now these are 3 different examples of what I did. So on this one I did a bird with a fluffy texture on the body and wispy hairs on the head and the tail, and really rough texture on the feet. On this one I did a farmer type Among Us. He has soft and scratchy overalls, denim overalls, a hard basket on his back, and then a hairy hat. And on my last one I did, this is kind of a paint blob Among Us. So we have wet paint dripping down around him and a woven basket with some brushes in the back. So you guys are going to be creating an Among Us character with different textures. So let me show you how to do that. First, let's draw a basic outline of our Among Us character. We're going to start with a curved line for the head. Then we're going to draw a vertical line going down, vertical line going down, then a curved line in for a foot, curved line in for a foot, vertical line up, vertical line up, and then we're going to connect these two with a curved line. Then we're going to draw the backpack, so it's just a curved line, vertical line, and a curved line. So this is what it should look like so far. Then let's draw the metal or window part of our Among Us. So we're going to draw an oval shape, and it should go on the other side of the body. And this part right here, we're going to erase that line right there, just like that. And then we're going to draw the highlight inside, so it's just going to be another smaller oval. And now we have our basic outline of our Among Us character. Now what I want you to do because everyone's going to look different. I need you to think of what you want your Among Us character to dress up in. It can be a police officer, an animal, a ninja, a mythical creature. It's whatever you want to do. So that's why you have an eraser and your pencil. So what I'm going to do for mine is I'm going to kind of make mine into a mermaid. So I'm going to redraw this part. Just going to take off the legs. Here's my fin. And there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase the legs because mermaids don't have legs. But you can create your Among Us whatever you want, okay? And as you're drawing it, think of the textures that you are going to need to have, all right? So for mine, I have the rigidness in the fin right there. And then we have this, I need to draw the scales for my fin. So I'm gonna go back to my texture and see what textures should I use for scales. I think I'm gonna use bumpy because those look like scales to me. So I'm gonna be doing some curved lines for my fish scale, going around it just like that. Then I have this backpack thing right here, and I kind of want, since it's underwater, I'm gonna make it look slimy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a wavy line going down and a wavy line going back up. And then I'm gonna have some wavy line going off and going back up. And it's just gonna look very slimy looking. So it looks oozy and gooey. There we go. And then I'm gonna draw some hair for my mermaid. So it's gonna be very wispy. So I'm just gonna draw just a few hairs coming off of my Among Us head. Here we go. Awesome. Now that I have my Among Us character drawn out with all my different textures, I'm going to take a black and I'm going to trace all of the pencil lines on my character. That way we can still see all of the textures when we go to color our picture. All right, so make sure that you are tracing everything, all of those beautiful textures that you just made. Okay, now I'm probably not going to trace every single one of these hairs, but it's going to look really cool. All right, so there's my hair. I'm gonna go down, trace that line. Trace the glass part right here. Don't forget all those textures. And when you are finished with this, tracing all the textures, you're going to color it. So I'm going to speed this part up so you can see what my final Among Us character looks like. Let me tell you the 3 things I'm looking for in this week's assignment. I'm looking for your Among Us character in an outfit with texture. The texture should be traced with a black, and it should be colored in. You can turn this in as a picture or as a short video. This is the end of my video, boys and girls. I had so much fun teaching about Amy Sherald and creating an Among Us character with you guys. See you next time!